Before form, there was sound. Before manifestation, there was the word. All creation bowed to a voice that spoke with faith and authority. That same voice breathes within you. The word is not history. It is alive in your mouth now. The law of the living word is this: what you speak in conviction becomes flesh. What you decree in alignment becomes destiny. You are not waiting for things to change. They are waiting for your word to be spoken. Say aloud, "My voice carries divine command. My words shape reality." Every vibration that leaves your tongue is law unto your universe. You have called yourself weak and seen weakness appear. You have named yourself poor and watched lack obey. But when you speak as spirit, creation must rearrange itself to your decree. The universe does not argue with conviction. It responds. Every molecule, every dollar, every door, every destiny listens for the frequency of a commanding soul. The living word in your mouth is not mere sound, it is the architect. Declare now, "My word is charged with power." Declare now. "My word is charged with power. My decree is law. I speak, and it is so." When you speak truth, from the core of your being, the invisible world trembles with recognition. You become a co-creator with the infinite. This is not wishful thinking. It is divine legislation. Words are spiritual commands wrapped in sound. They carry the imprint of your belief, the vibration of your faith, the authority of your identity. Every thought unspoken waits to be born through your declaration. Every prayer unheard waits for the bold voice that knows it is one with the source. The law of the living word does not respond to fear, to doubt, to complaint. It moves only when you speak with faith that knows itself as divine. Say this: "My word carries the power of God. My voice is a throne of command." When you speak from your divine nature, your words become magnetic currents, pulling unseen blessings into visible form. When you say, "I am rich," the current of wealth begins its march toward you. When you say, "I am whole," every cell receives its healing order. When you say, "I am guided," every path lights before your feet. The living word needs no evidence. It creates evidence. It waits not for signs. It produces signs. Hebrew. You are surrounded by what you have spoken. Your world is your echo. The walls of your life carry the sound of your past decrees. But behold, you have the power to speak anew, to reset, to reorder. Speak life where death has been declared. Speak wealth where loss has taken root. Speak clarity where confusion has reigned. You are the governor of vibration, the ruler of your realm. The living word within you is the eternal seed that never dies. Say aloud, "By divine law, my words bring order, life, and prosperity. I speak, and creation obeys." Abru. In this truth, there is no pleading, no begging, no waiting. The beggar's tongue is powerless because it doubts its own divinity. But the voice that knows I and the Father are nay, cannot be denied. Heaven and earth hasten to fulfill its decree. Every time you speak in alignment with divine order, you command matter to remember its source. You summon atoms to reorganize. You command circumstances to yield. You direct your life by the tone of your belief. Ebrucher, therefore, let no idle word leave your lips. Let no confession of fear build your prison. Guard your tongue as the gate of creation. You are the keeper of the word that governs worlds. Speak deliberately, speak boldly, speak truth that transcends appearances. For when your voice aligns with divine law, it becomes the trumpet of heaven sounding through human form. Say this now, and let the universe bear witness. My voice is the instrument of divine power. I decree abundance, harmony, and perfect order now. My word lives, moves, and manifests through all that I am. Shibra Pri. And so it is. Divine order in the blood. Every cell obeys conscious direction. A brew within you flows a river of divine intelligence, an eternal cur. And carrying the codes of creation itself. Your blood is not mere substance. It is liquid light, alive with divine instruction. It remembers the voice of the infinite. It responds to command. It knows its source. Every beat of your heart is the rhythm of divine order pulsing through flesh, whispering, "I obey the word." You are not at the mercy of biology. Biology is at the mercy of your consciousness. The cells within you listen. The molecules wait for direction. The atoms vibrate to the decree you speak. Abra, say aloud, "My blood is the temple of divine order. Every cell hears, and obeys my word." You have spoken confusion and seen chaos rise within. You have named sickness and it appeared. You have feared decline and the body mirrored fear. But the moment you awaken to truth, the moment you realize that spirit commands the flesh, the law shifts in your favor. You are the master conductor of a divine symphony. Your thoughts are the notes, your words are the rhythm, and your blood move. The music of your belief. Every cell is intelligent. Every drop of blood is a messenger of the word you live and speak. Declare with authority, "My blood vibrates with health, harmony, and divine wealth." The Pru, the law of divine order, declares that nothing within you may operate outside the plan of perfection when you command it so. Disorder is disobedience, and disobedience dissolves before the voice of truth. Speak now, and let your body hear. There is no disease in divine mind. Therefore, there can be no disease in me. When you speak thus, the current of your blood reorganizes. Energy aligns, cells awaken, they remember their blueprint, the design written by the Creator before time began. Abrui, your blood is your covenant. It is sacred substance. It carries the divine record of wholeness, strength, vitality, and abundance. You are not a creature of weakness. You are a vessel of power. Your blood is not cursed by ancestry. It is cleansed by divine inheritance. When you speak life, our blood becomes radiant with life. When you speak order, your blood becomes a current of perfect coordination. The universe within you mirrors the universe without. Divine law governs both. Say aloud, "Every cell in my body is a soldier of divine light. I command alignment. I command perfection. I command order now." Ibra, feel it. The sacred fire moving through you, reorganizing every structure, illuminating every cell. The same intelligence that guides the stars guides your bloodstream. The same law that holds galaxies in orbit holds your heart in rhythm. You are not separate from the cosmic law. You are the expression of it in form. Your blood obeys the command of consciousness because consciousness is its God. You speak, and it responds. You believe, and it transforms. You decree, and it fulfills. The time has come to stop speaking death into life, to stop naming weakness as identity. You are not fragile flesh. You are eternal spirit commanding matter. Your blood is the bridge between and heaven and earth, carrying divine order through the highways of your being. Speak to it as master speaks to servant, as king speaks to kingdom. Tell it what it must do, and it shall obey. Blood of my being, carry light through every vessel, health through every organ, wealth through every field. Align now to the law of perfection. Abraham. You are not praying to be healed. You are declaring order into being. You are not asking for renewal. You are commanding remembrance. Every cell holds the memory of Eden, the imprint of immortality. The voice of faith restores that memory, and the body obeys. When you speak divine order, chaos dissolves. When you speak truth, illusion flees. When you speak life, resurrection begins. Declare this, and let all of creation witness your authority. I am the law of divine order in expression. My blood is sacred current. My cells are light. My word is command. My body is whole, harmonious, and radiant with divine perfection. Abrosi, and it is established now. In the seen and unseen, for your word is law, and your blood has heard. The alignment principle. Heaven and earth respond to vibrational faith, Abrashuri. There is a law that governs the invisible and the visible, the unseen and the seen, the heavens above and the ground beneath your feet. It is the law of alignment, the great principle that unites spirit and matter, thought and form, faith and manifestation. When the vibration of your inner world matches the divine pattern, heaven and earth bow to fulfill your decree. You are not chasing blessings. Blessings are chasing vibration. The moment you align with the frequency of divine order, creation must obey. There is no delay in truth, no distance in spirit, no resistance in law. What you believe in the secret places of your soul becomes the structure of your world. Say aloud, I am aligned with divine power. Heaven and earth respond to my faith. Abra my faith. Eber seen, all things seen are servants of the unseen. Unseen. Every opportunity, every door, every miracle is dra. WN to alignment. Faith is the key that tunes the soul to the harmony of heaven. Doubt scatters the tone, fear distorts the signal. But when your vibration rings true, when your thoughts, your words, and your emotions move as one with the infinite, the entire universe rushes to meet you. The mountain hears and moves. The desert blossoms. The closed gate opens of its own accord. Hebrew declare with power, I vibrate in perfect harmony with divine law. Nothing can resist my faith. The heavens are long enough for what already belongs to you. The heavens are not withholding your supply, they are waiting for resonance. When your word, your thought, and your feelings stand as one, aligned in unwavering conviction, manifestation becomes instantaneous. Heaven and earth are mirrors of consciousness. What you hold in faith above becomes form below. You are the tuning fork of the infinite. Your vibration sets the rhythm of your destiny. Hebrew, faith is not begging, faith is not hoping, faith is vibration. It is the electricity of belief that calls substance into shape. When you speak with conviction, when you think from the end instead of toward it, you set the whole cosmos in motion. Angels move at the speed of your certainty. Matter reshapes itself around your decree. The river of supply begins to flow because it recognizes your tone. Abro, say this now. My vibration is faith, My tone is truth. My world must respond. Every discord you see in life is a reflection of inner misalignment. But alignment is not achieved by struggle. It is restored by remembrance. Remember who you are, the divine channel where heaven touches earth. Remember that your consciousness is the throne of command. When you stand in the knowing that you and the infinite are one, your vibration stabilizes, your energy purifies, and all creation takes its cue from your inner state. When you fear, you command resistance. When you trust, you command flow. When you declare, I am in alignment with divine abundance, you magnetize abundance through the ethers. When you affirm, I walk in divine timing, time itself rearranges to serve you. Heaven and earth are not two. They are one continuum responding to your inner decree. The sky above and the soil beneath are listening for your word of faith. Buru, say aloud. Heaven moves when I believe. Earth obeys when I command. I am the bridge of divine order. Ibr, your vibration is your prayer. Your faith is your frequency. Speak not from need, but from completion. Feel the answered prayer before your lips move. Live from the vibration of fulfillment, and fulfillment will manifest. The alignment principle is not mystery, it is law. What you send forth in certainty returns clothed in substance. Now lift your voice and declare, by divine law, I am one with the rhythm of heaven. My faith is my alignment. My vibration is pure command. All that is mine by divine right appears now in perfect order. Ibri, and as you speak, the unseen adjusts. The winds shift. The fields open. Heaven and earth bow to the tone of your being, for creation recognizes its own voice through you. Alignment is remembrance, faith is vibration, and the world obeys the one who knows. So it is. The law of wealth frequency. Speak prosperity into circulation. Abru, wealth is not earned, it is tuned. Prosperity is not pursued, it is summoned. There is a vibration that governs all abundance, and it responds only to the voice of faith. The law of wealth frequency is eternal and exact. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. Every word you speak, every thought you think, every feeling you hold, releases a signal into the field of creation. That signal becomes your world. When your vibration sings in harmony with the tone of wealth, riches move toward you as iron to a magnet. The supply of the universe is infinite, but it flows only through the channels that match its rhythm. Say aloud, I vibrate with divine wealth. I am the frequency of abundance in motion. Hebrew money is no. T your master. It is your mirror. It reflects your inner tone. When you speak words of lack, your vibration falters and the flow retreats. When you speak words of power, your frequency ascends and the current of wealth rushes to meet you. The law does not fail. It is impartial, mechanical, exact. As constant as gravity, as faithful as light. You do not beg the law to work, you align with it, and it must perform. The wealth you seek is not outside of you, it is within your vibration, waiting to be spoken into circulation. February, declare, Mao, my words are currency. My faith is circulation. My speech is divine command. Every declaration of prosperity releases substance into movement. When you say, I am wealthy, unseen forces awaken. The universe rearranges, opportunities quicken, channels open. What you name in truth cannot be denied. The law of wealth frequency hears not your need but your conviction. It is your certainty that creates circulation. To speak lack is to stop the current. To speak abundance is to multiply it. You are not here to chase money. You are here to command flow. Say this with authority. By divine law, I call all wealth belonging to me into perfect circulation now. Ibrahim, prosperity is the natural state of a soul in harmony with Source. Lack is simply dissonance, a vibration out of tune. The moment you return to faith, the note of your being rises again to match the melody of abundance. Every soul has its sound, and when that sound aligns with divine supply, the music of wealth begins to play. You are the instrument of the infinite. Your words strike the chords of creation. Each affirmation you release sends light through the ethers, shaping form from the formless, turning unseen substance into tangible result. Ofur. You are not powerless before the economy. You are not subject to luck or fate. You are the law in motion, the decree in flesh. The wealth of the universe waits for your voice to awaken it. Speak it, and it will move. Command it, and it appear. The law of wealth frequency is obedience itself. It does not question, it performs. It cannot resist the one who knows they are its master. Ibrugu, say aloud, wealth flows through me as divine energy. I am open, aligned, and receptive to infinite supply. Ibr, every time you speak abundance, you expand the field around you. Money moves, opportunities arise, favor multiplies. Not because of struggle, but because of resonance. To speak wealth is to circulate life itself. Prosperity is not hoarded, it is moved. Circulation keeps it alive. When you give, you keep the current in motion. When you speak gratitude, you keep the frequency pure. The miser closes the gate, the thankful open it wide. Abri, declare with certainty, I am the movement of divine prosperity. I release wealth, and wealth returns multiplied. I am circulation made flesh. Hebrew. Do not speak what you see, speak what you know. The unseen responds to your declaration of faith, not your observation of lack. You are the voice of divine. Economy, the channel through which infinite supply flows into the visible. Heaven's storehouse is never empty, but it waits for your tone. The frequency of belief, the vibration of gratitude, the command of divine authority. Say now, as one who knows their word is law, I am in perfect resonance with the wealth of God. My voice opens the gates of gold, prosperity flows, multiplies, and circulates through every area of my life now. Hebrew. And so the law fulfills itself, for the universe cannot deny its own command spoken through you. The current of wealth has heard your tone, and it moves. The gates of abundance open wide, the circulation begins, and it is done. The identity code. Remember who commands within you, Hebrew, before you spoke your first word. Before you drew your first breath, the divine name was written within you. It is the code of identity, the signature of the infinite, that no time, no failure, no fear can erase. You were not born into limitation. You descended into form to remember power. The world teaches you to beg, but heaven remembers you as one who commands. You are not a seeker of the divine. You are the divine remembering itself. The law answers not to personalities, not to appearances, but to identity. When you remember who commands within you, all things return to order. Hebrew, say aloud, I am the living expression of divine power. The voice within me is the voice of God. Your true self does not strive, it speaks, and creation obeys. Every time you forget your divinity, the outer world mirrors confusion. But when you rise into remembrance, the universe rearranges itself around your tone. The seas of circumstance part, the storms of doubt still, the invisible bows before the realized I am. You have been walking among shadows, calling yourself small, calling yourself unworthy, but the law has never seen you as less than divine. The law responds only to the name within the name, the vibration of the infinite in form. You are that vibration. You are T. Hat word made flesh. T-prayer declare now, I am not the voice of fear. I am the decree of truth. I remember who I am, and all creation remembers with me. Abraham's identity is not what you have, it is what you are. You are the lawgiver of your universe, the architect of your fate. The power that spins galaxies is not apart from you, it breathes through your command. Every molecule knows its master, every circumstance listens for your tone. When you speak from false identity, from fear, doubt, or lack, creation hesitates because it cannot recognize the voice of truth in distortion. But when you speak from the infinite I am, the command is law. The entire cosmos bears witness and obeys. Say this with authority. I and the source are one. I am the word that cannot return void. Dombri, to forget your divine identity is to surrender your throne. The beggar's prayer falls to the ground, but the decree of the sovereign ascends and manifests. You are not the dreamer trapped in illusion. You are the dream, awakening to its author. Remember the name that speaks within you, I am. That is the sound of power, the vibration of command. When you speak from that place, mountains dissolve, chains break, and every gate locked by fear opens before you. The I am within you does not ask, it proclaims. It does not wish, it establishes. It does not wait, it is. Say aloud, the I am within me commands, and the world obeys. This is the secret of the masters, the hidden code of power, alignment with identity. You are the offspring of the eternal, endowed with creative authority. Every thought is a decree, every word a seed, every belief a law in motion. Stop speaking as a stranger to your own power. Stop confessing weakness when divinity breathes your name. Remember, you are not an echo, you are the original tone. You are not dust begging the heavens, you are heaven wearing dust. When you speak from that awareness, matter becomes obedient. Declare again, I stand in my divine identity. I command from truth. I manifest from power. Ibri, let the voice of the eternal rise within you now. Let it thunder through every cell, every thought, every vibration of your being. You are not lost, you are awakening. The fire of remembrance burns away every lie of limitation. The spirit within you stirs, saying, "Be still, and know that I am God," within you, as you, through you. When you walk in remembrance, your life becomes a decree in motion. What you speak establishes order. What you affirm becomes substance. What you believe takes form. Heaven recognizes your tone, earth mirrors it. You have never been powerless, only forgetful, but now the memory returns. The code activates. The divine self awakens. Say it now as a command, not a wish. I am the Word made flesh. I am divine identity revealed. I am command in motion, power embodied, truth fulfilled. Ibrahre, and as you declare, the world rearranges, the unseen moves, the law bows to its own voice speaking through you. You have remembered the SEC. Ret, the commander was never outside. It was always within. The identity code is active, the command is alive, and it is done. The final decree, establishing heaven's order in your world, Ibrahre. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when prayer must become decree, when asking gives way to commanding, and when hope transforms into divine certainty. This is that moment, the hour of the final decree. The heavens have already spoken. Now the earth waits for your agreement. Creation does not move until consciousness declares, "It is done." Heaven's order is perfect, eternal, unbreakable, yet it must be spoken into being through you. You are the voice of the infinite, the bridge between the unseen and the seen. You are the decree through which heaven organizes the chaos of earth. Say aloud, "By divine law, I establish heaven's order in my world now." The final decree is not born from struggle but from knowing. It is the voice of divine remembrance, the echo of the original word that sa. ID, let there be light. You were present in that command, for the same power that spoke then speaks through you now. The universe does not resist truth, it waits to perform it. The moment you decree from alignment with divine law, all forces, seen and unseen, rush into obedience. The river finds its course, the mountain yields, the invisible rearranges itself to mirror your authority. Declare this with power. I speak order into all that concerns me. I decree balance, peace, and divine perfection now. There is no confusion in the mind of God, and therefore there can be no confusion in you. Heaven's pattern is wholeness, its language is law. You are not here to fix the world. You are here to establish divine order within it. When you decree, you release that pattern into manifestation. You speak not from fear but from dominion. You are not pleading for help, you are activating law. The spirit within you does not bargain, it commands. It does not hope, it fulfills. Say it again. Heaven's order is my order. Heaven's peace is my peace. Heaven's supply is my supply. Abri, when the final decree is spoken, every opposing vibration loses strength. Confusion dissolves into clarity. Lack transforms into abundance. Sickness yields to the authority of wholeness. Your decree carries the vibration of divine finality. It does not wonder, it establishes. It does not waver, it creates. Every time you speak from divine identity, you imprint heaven upon earth. You are the scribe of spirit writing law into matter. Every word spoken in faith becomes a seed of transformation that cannot die. Hebrew, the time for hesitation is over. Heaven is waiting for your voice. Angels stand at attention to the command of faith. The elements remember their master. You are the decree through which order is born again. You are the law in motion, the light made audible. Let no idle word escape your lips. Let no confession of defeat shape your world. Speak only what you desire to see, for the universe will not question, it will obey. Kibru, say aloud. By the authority of the divine within me, I decree order in every area of my life. This is not imagination, this is law. The decree is the sound of divine government being established in your affairs. When you say, "There is only divine order here," the forces of heaven align to make it so. When you say, "All things work together for my good," the unseen machinery of life begins to rearrange. Heaven's pattern becomes the blueprint of your reality. Nothing can oppose the decree of truth. You are not a spectator of divine order. You are its embodiment. The law moves through your voice, your faith, your vibration. The same creative fire that built the stars burns in your word. Speak from that flame and watch creation bend. Heaven and earth are not apart. They are one reality expressed through the authority of your decree. Say this now with finality, with power, with unwavering command. I decree the end of disorder. I decree the reign of peace. I decree abundance, harmony, and divine perfection in every sphere of my life. Heaven's order is now established. The law is fulfilled. The word is made flesh. Abrashi, and as you speak, it is so. The decree moves through the ethers. The invisible takes form. The vibration of divine order encircles your life, stabilizing all that once wavered. The command is complete. The word accomplished. Heaven has answered because heaven has spoken through you. It is finished. It is established. It is done.